Hello everyone, we are going to walk through today and have a follow-up on yesterday's video on really just taking full advantage of our consumer magazine. So we've already created the magazine and it is sitting inside of Command, and now we're wondering, what can I do with this magazine? So, yesterday we talked about a social media post, we talked about an email, and today we're going to go ahead and send a campaign out. We're actually going to build it and send it using the magazine that is already created. So let's get into action. We're going to go into campaigns and we are going to create a campaign and select email. We will name it the goal really only matters for Facebook ads, so I'm just going to tell it that it's brand awareness. I'm going to go ahead and create the campaign, and so from here we are going to go ahead and choose a list of people to send it to. If you haven't already created your lists, you can come right here into create list and name a list. For example, sphere of influence. Find the sphere of influence tag and add everyone to that list. Maybe you're wanting to send it to your whole database and you create a list that is whole database and you just add everybody to it. So I have a test list that I'm going to select. Always have a test list, guys. Always have yourself on that test list and send it out to yourself before you send it out to your database, because we get a lot of questions. What does this email look like when it is received? And you can answer that question by sending it to yourself. Okay, so enjoy our Q for Real Estate Magazine. We're going to go ahead and go and select some designs. And so there's two ways that you can create designs. You can go through the designs and choose the email and then select a template, save it, and when you end up in campaigns, it will show you all of the designs you've already created. Or you come straight into campaigns, select the design like we just did, and find the templates right here. For this one, we're actually going to use the classic newsletter A, and when we preview that template, we're going to have a header, text box, a link, and our branding down bottom. We're actually going to add an image to this one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select that template. First thing I always do, I will center this logo. Change the height and the width of it just a little so that it can obviously be centered and look a little less distorted. There you go, that will work for me. I am going to go with a headline of Q4 magazine. Keep it nice and simple. I'm going to highlight that. Then we're going to go ahead and center it, and I think I'm going to go with maybe about a 56 font text. Hit done. So I'm liking the shape of that size of that text, but I want a little bit of a bigger gap between the word and that red line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit it again, and I'm just going to simply hit return, move it down a line, and hit done, and we are going to move along. There are actually two text boxes here. I typically delete the second text box. I'm not sure why it's broken into two. And again, we can either double click to edit, or we can choose this little pencil just here. And I'm going to go ahead and select that to edit. I'm going to remove all the gibberish right here, reminding us that we do need to remove that text and put our own text in there. I prepared some text ahead of time for us, so I cheated just a little. I'm actually going to unbold that text, and I just want to bold the words that say special offer just there. I'm going to hit done, and so I'm fairly happy with the way that looks. Maybe we want the font to be a little bigger. If so, we can just highlight and change text size. Again, I do have it centered right this second as well. But again, I'm happy with that. Next, I want to go ahead and add an image. So in yesterday's video, we went into designs, we went into social, personally branded, and they have a social graphic there that is advertising our magazine, and I grabbed that one. So I'm going to insert a image box here, and notice when I'm inserting this box what happens to this green line. If I drop this image inside of my text box, the image and text will actually kind of mirror each other when it comes to width. So I'm going to let go of it with the green line there. I'm going to go ahead and grab the image that I just saved on my computer. Select it and insert it, and you can see that when I inserted a bigger picture, it actually stretched the text out a little to match that image, and it did that because we dropped the image inside of the text box. So if I hit preview, you can see how it's lining up. I actually don't want it to be quite that wide, so we're going to select the image, we'll hit the little pencil, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go more of a 600 by a 600. There's one more thing that I want to do right here though. You can see as we come down we have our action button to click on, but I also want to make it to where if they click on the image they load my magazine as well. And so again, yesterday we walked through sharing of your magazine, and we hit share and we made sure to select the project, so we grabbed all the pages. It gives us a link that we can share, and it's a readable magazine. So I've grabbed that link. We're going to select link to web address and paste that link in just there. Now when the consumer reads our or clicks on our image, it will load the magazine for them. So I'm happy now. I'm going to hit done, and you can see my text kind of shrunk back in width to mirror the image again. Now we're going to go ahead and continue. We have our link button here. So again, we're going to edit. We could say read full magazine. We could say click to read full magazine. Whatever you prefer. Then right here, link to web address. Again, we're pasting that web address of our magazine again. We're going to hit done. And we've obviously updated our button just there. All of this stuff right here, guys, these are all merge fields pulling from our marketing profile. So don't change any of this information down there, and you won't be able to send this out if you haven't completed your marketing profile because of the merge fields. So again, if we hit a quick preview, again, you guys can change the logo out if you've got a team logo or personal logo or just an image you prefer up there. Got our title, got some text, got the image, got our action button. We don't need to edit this app button. It already pulls that in from our settings. And again, more information about the brokerage and our team down there. So I am happy with that. Don't forget just to rename this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and save and exit, and we're going to jump back into the screen where we were preparing our email to go out. So again, we've got our email preview here on the right side. We've selected our design. We've chosen our list and our subject, and we are ready to go ahead and hit send. It's telling us, this is the list I'm going to send it to. Here's another preview. I'm going to hit send now. And what's really cool is we're going to get some analytics up here in just a second when it comes to who's read it, who's opened it. So I did earlier open up. I sent a test version out where I opened it up myself. If I drag my email over here, you'll see enjoy our Q4 magazine. Here is our Q4 magazine. If I were to click on the image, it's going to load that magazine that we can then just flip through. In yesterday's video, we went through all of that content. We can also click the action button right here where it says read full magazine. Again, we're looking at the exact same screen just there, and we also have, you know, a lot of other capabilities. Download my app. You can see if someone follows that link and downloads your app, they're already connected to you as the agent because it pulled your branded link in through your profile. So now if we jump back here into campaigns, this is the one that we just mailed out. This one right here was the one I mailed out about 10 minutes ago just to test it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that campaign. And now we're going to go ahead and see. You know, there were 3 that were sent. 1 was opened. Here's who opened it. This person clicked through the links. And this email was not able to get sent because this is not a correct email address. I intentionally put a contact on a bad email address just to see what the system shows us there. So again, we walked through in yesterday's video, you know, creating the magazine and how to share it and get some links. Today's video, we walked through sending it out and kind of reviewing a few of those analytics. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. There's a lot of different ways to use that magazine, you know, to use your listing presentations, buyer presentations, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.